Hello, good evening, happy Monday, 9:30 on the dot. So as usual, I will just kind of continue getting myself together a little bit while we wait for some viewers to jump on. Let me go ahead and make sure my chat is working so I can keep up with everybody. Hello, Kia Babies team. Good to see you, of course. All right. Looks like everything is working on my end. Good, good, good. All right, man, it is freezing in here. It is really, really cold where I am in the southeast. I mean, it's what Southerners, I feel like Southern United Statesians consider cold. But man, I'm not about this life. Hi, Irene. Hope everybody at Kia Babies is doing well and staying warm if it's cold where you are. Very, very excited about tonight's stream, which I'm always excited about them. But we're going to kind of be talking about one of my favorite things, which is road tripping. And I will say it has undoubtedly gotten a little bit more complicated since baby came along, but we're still doing it. We've taken several road trips with my daughter Sophia now, since we have family that is kind of spread out in other places. And the things we're going to talk about tonight have really made that experience so much easier, so much less stressful, and it's still a lot of fun. It's very different traveling with the baby, but it's still a lot of fun. So I'm really excited to talk about it tonight. Hello, Jesse. Welcome. So good to see you. I do see we've got some friends jumping on and joining us. Hello, hello. Happy Monday. Yeah, we're just talking about how tonight we are, obviously, if you've seen the title, we're going to be talking about road tripping with baby and just a few products and some little tips and tricks that I've been using to make that process go a little bit more smoothly. If you guys have any road trips planned, even if they're like for the spring or summer and you're already thinking about them, let me know. And if you have any specific questions, so as I was saying just a couple of seconds ago, my husband and I have now done several road trips with my 17-month-old daughter, Sophia, to visit family in various parts of the United States. So I feel like we have some wisdom to impart. So yes, Elise, hi, welcome back. Yes, the baby car mirrors, so important. I wouldn't be able to, I think, drive my daughter anywhere if I didn't have them. She already kind of like doesn't enjoy the car. She's 17 months old. She never did, even as an infant, and I thought it would get better, and it kind of hasn't. She doesn't like sitting still for long periods of time, so I think that's why the car is difficult for her. So, when she is back there kind of fussing and struggling, for my anxiety and just to know that she is okay and that she's just complaining about being stuck in her seat, I have to be able to see her. And of course, I want to be able to do that safely and still keep my eyes on the road. So the mirrors are actually the first item that we're going to talk about tonight. And the Kia Babies mirror is the one that I use in my car. My husband also uses one in his car. So we absolutely love these. Jesse, perfect. A military family. Yes, you guys are probably traveling all the time, right? So hopefully this will be, and Elise, well, perfect. So hopefully this will be helpful for you too. Yeah, so I will, let me go ahead and throw some things out there. I know we've only been on for like 4 or 5 minutes and people are probably still jumping on, still trying to find us. That's totally fine. I'll repeat all of this a couple of times throughout the stream. But just for the people that are already here, just so you know what we have going on for you and how things are going to work. So let's talk about the first thing that you can always do for us, that is so helpful and we appreciate it so much, is for you to like and share this live stream. If you have other parent friends in your life or family members, parents to be, that you think would like hanging out with us on Mondays and would benefit from knowing about the Kia Babies brand, spread the love on your own social media pages. That helps us grow and it just makes these hangout sessions all the more fun. As always, we have a discount running for you tonight. Everything we're going to talk about is 10% off. If there's any kind of little extra Kia Babies, something that I've packed in a diaper bag or some prop or something like that, that is not eligible for the 10% off, I'll be sure and tell you. But all of the items that we're going to really focus on, they're all browsable in the carousel below this video, and just know that they are all eligible for the 10% off, and in the colors and patterns that we're sharing as well. Let's see. So the way to get that 10% off, literally all you have to do is shop. It's a very streamlined process. I love that about Amazon Live. So if you see something that you want to get your hands on for the 10% discount, just add it to your cart. And when you complete your transaction and cart out, that 10% off will just automatically come off of your total. You don't have to put in any special codes or anything like that. Because the discount is a thank you for tuning into our live stream and hanging out with us, it will eventually expire. So 1 hour past the end of this live stream, that will go away. So just make sure if you're sticking around until the end, which I hope that you are, that you don't forget to go ahead and shop and cart out before that, the 1 hour past the end of this live stream. And then, as always, we have a fantastic giveaway for you tonight. We want to give you free stuff, right? We do it every week. And the first item that we're going to talk about tonight is actually the Kia Babies car mirror. It is a must-have, in my opinion. Even if you're not, tonight's focus is going to be on road tripping and how to make that a little easier and less stressful. Even if you have no road trips planned, you don't drive very often, I'm sure that most of you still drive in your everyday life, at least somewhat, and you have to take baby with you. So everyone should have one of these in their car, and the Kia Babies one is my favorite, and it is our giveaway item tonight. It's actually, the mirrored screen always messes me up. It's our matte black color here. Sorry, as you can see, I've kind of left the film on the screen of this one, just because I noticed that, like, if I move these around with my light setup that I have, it will absolutely blind you. It will like white out the camera. So I'm trying to like not move these too much, but I will show you a close up of them, of course. But this is a beautiful matte black color. It's the one that I use in my car, and my husband actually uses the shiny black. So it's going to complement any car interior, can't go wrong, and we want to give this to you tonight for free, just as a thank you for tuning in with us, hanging out with us. So let me tell you what you have to do to enter this giveaway. So first of all, make sure that you are following us here on Amazon Live. That makes you eligible for the giveaway. And then to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is just say hello to us in the chat. Tell us your name, tell us where you're watching from, just participate along with us tonight. And in the last 5 or so minutes of this live stream, the Kia Babies team who is joining us, they will randomly select a winner from that chat log. I will let you know who you are, and I will let you know what you need to do to claim your car mirror. So please enter the giveaway. Take advantage of that. Again, it's going to be the first item that we focus on tonight. So I can't wait to tell you some of the things I love about it. Again, I just think it's a must-have in every vehicle where a baby will be traveling. What else do we have going on for you? Couple of things. So as always, we are on all the major social media channels. So if you're not already following us over there, you're missing out on content over there as well. We are on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Pinterest. So our Facebook and Instagram communities especially are really awesome. We have a Facebook group called the Kia Community, which is moderated by the Kia Babies team. And it is essentially just like these awesome hangout sessions that we have here on Amazon Live just whenever you feel like logging onto Facebook and going and, writing a post to the group or sharing something or asking a question. Lots of like-minded, parents over there that are also enjoying the brand, going through a lot of the same things that you guys are. And again, if you have like specific questions or concerns about the brand or the product, or you need advice or anything like that, again, it's moderated by the Kia Babies team. So that's a plus. And then over on Instagram, we just love connecting with you over there, sharing your stories, sharing your photos. We would love to make you Insta famous. So if you're using Kia Babies products and you are loving them, take a picture, take a video, make a reel, tag us, and we would love to share it. So I personally am Insta obsessed, and I love following along and participating over on the Kia Babies Instagram. And we play little games over there and have totally separate giveaways. So again, it's even more fun, right? More deals, more product information, all of that. So finally, I know that if you guys joined us last week or the week before, you know that we have kind of switcherooed the day of the week that we do these live streams. They used to be on Wednesdays. We are now doing them on Mondays, obviously, because you're here. And so that is not changing, but I did want to tell you that next week, we are kind of trial running a new time. We're really like kind of flipping it all on its head, and we are going to actually be going live at 11 a.m. On the Monday that's coming up. So yes, it will be a morning daytime. That's going to be Eastern Standard Time. I'll go over all of this again because I know I'm getting a little rambly right now. So you don't have to remember this. I'll talk about it a couple of more times, but we really just want to kind of, there's a totally different audience. And we just want to kind of spread the love and share the love, since we are relatively new to doing this and still trying to grow our audience and make new friends. So we will be doing our live stream at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time next Monday, and we'll see how that goes. So if for whatever reason you are not able to join us live, no worries. But if you are, then we would love to see you then. And we'll just kind of see how that goes. So did just want to let you know that that was going on. And yeah, so let me hop on the chat to see how we're doing over here. Hey, Brittany, welcome back. Lakita, welcome back. Love seeing familiar names. I always want to say familiar faces, but of course I can't see your faces. So happy to have some new names logged on with us as well. So yeah, we are going to be talking about road tripping with baby tonight. So full disclosure, I love road trips. It's one of my favorite things in the world. This has been true since well before I had a baby. I've just always loved long, kind of meandering drives. I just love travel. I love kind of getting out and doing something different. Planes make me a little bit claustrophobic. Airports are kind of stressful. I always get sick when I fly. Hopefully now that there's a mask mandate, maybe, I don't know, that will help my situation, because well before there was a pandemic, just it never fails that recycled airplane air, just being in close proximity to other people. I don't know. I always get sick during air travel. I have flown quite a bit, but I don't enjoy it as much as road tripping. So I'm really excited to talk about this tonight, because I was really afraid when I had my daughter, Sophia, who's 17 months old now, that my husband and I would not be able to get out and do our road trips quite as often, that we would be kind of, limited, or it would be too stressful or too difficult to include a baby in that. And while it's definitely, complicated the process a little bit, we have found that it is still equally enjoyable, and maybe even kind of enjoyable in a different way now that we can include our daughter. It's so great to be able to take her to go and visit family that live in other places. And all we have to do is just jump in our car. So definitely have some Kia Babies products and a few little tips and tricks here and there that I think will help you guys as well. So As I said when we first got started, if you guys have any, I know we have a couple of military families here, so you guys are road tripping all the time. But if any of you who have just joined us in the last couple of minutes or so, if you have any road trips planned, even if they're in the spring or summer, but you're already starting to think about them now, let me know. In the chat, let me know if you have any specific questions about road tripping things, or just let me know where you're going because I want to live vicariously through you since we don't have any planned right now. But yes, so we're kind of going to talk about road tripping in kind of, we're going to make a checklist, right, of like the 5 things that you need to kind of make sure you are thinking about and checking off of your list when you are preparing to undergo a road trip with baby. The first thing I will say is that if you are someone that packing and preparing for a trip kind of just sends you into a tizzy, like a whirlwind, you find that stressful or anxiety inducing, you find that you're always kind of forgetting something. I am in that boat with you. And one thing that has really alleviated a lot of that is when I'm packing for baby, especially, babies need a lot of stuff, right? They acquire a lot of stuff. When you're packing your bags for your road trip, really try and focus on what is just going to get you from point A to point B. Really just think about the time spent in your car away from the comforts of home, and the things that might pop up while you're actually in the process of traveling. So the way I think about it is, okay, so how are we going to keep baby optimally safe in the car? How are we going to feed baby? How are we going to change baby's diaper? How is baby going to sleep when they need a nap or they're getting cranky in the car? And then finally, how am I going to keep baby entertained, right? Because, babies need a lot of stimulation. They have very short attention spans. So a long kind of meandering car ride, while that could be relaxing for us, is not necessarily a relaxing experience for them. So those are the 5 things I try and think about. And things like packing a ton of diapers, a ton of wipes, formula and things like that. If you are going somewhere, assuming that you're probably not driving into the Amazon or far away from civilization, wherever you are going, wherever your end destination is, you can probably find a supermarket, a CVS, or something like that. So that if you had to get your hands on kind of those everyday essentials, you'll be able to do that once you get to where you're going. So try not to like overload your bags or overload your brain and your energy focusing on those things that you could get your hands on later. That's just a little Julia tip. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is safety in the car, right? So something that I absolutely don't think any of us should be traveling without. Obviously, this goes without saying that the first thing is a car seat, right? Your baby needs to be traveling in an approved safety seat, obviously. But second to that is one of these car mirrors. And that is just because when we are driving in our car, like if you were having to road trip with baby just by yourself, or even if you have a partner with you and you guys are in the front of the car and baby is in the back of the car, you want to know exactly what baby is up to, exactly what baby might have their hands on. My daughter she doesn't enjoy the car a whole lot. So she gets really fussy and she gets really kind of escalated the longer she has to stay put in her seat. And the longer a car trip goes on, she gets more and more upset. And so to be able to just have a safe, quick way that I can just glance, still have my full field of vision so that I'm being safe on the road, I'm watching what's going on around me, but I can just have those little moments of connection with her to kind of soothe her, calm her down, or just know like, okay, she's upset. I see what's happening, but she is ultimately fine. Just huge anxiety saver there. And again, you don't want to have to be looking over your shoulder, taking your eyes off of the road, turning your body around to try and soothe baby or figure out what's going on with them. So these car mirrors are an absolute essential. And I've used a couple of them right when my baby came home from the hospital and in her first few months of life. I did not have any Kia Babies products at that time. I had not discovered the brand yet and connected with them. So I have tried a few, and Kia Babies is absolutely my favorite, and I think the best on the market. So we're offering 10% off of these two particular colors tonight. So this is the matte black right here. And this is also our giveaway item tonight. And then this is a nice matte gray. And it just got sent to me, and I decided not to take the foil off because when I brought these down here and I was setting them up, I noticed that if I tilt them a certain way and my light kit kind of reflects in them, it will totally white out the screen. It will blind you guys. So let me just show it to you up close though, so that you can see what the perimeter color looks like, what this matte gray is. I think it's so sleek. I think it's so stylish. I love it. This is probably what my husband is now going to want to use in his car because I think it would match his interior really nicely. And then the matte black is just exactly that. This really sleek, really stylish black. This is what I use in my car. I have faux leather black interior, and it just looks really nice and stylish. Now, of course, function is definitely more important than aesthetic in this case, but I mean, you know, a lot of us take pride in our cars. We like, you know, still want things that look good, right? We want our cars to look nice. So I really love just how sleek and stylish these are. So one thing that I love, I'll do all of my kind of gesturing with the gray since it's less likely to blind the heck out of you. One of my absolute favorite things about this one, as opposed to other safety mirrors that I have used in the past, is that you've got this really sturdy mount here in the back. And so this is actually a stabilizer. So it's got this really thick padded foam on the back. And the reason that is there is because when it is pressed up against, you know, your headrest, or sorry, baby's headrest is where that would be, the headrest of your back seat. When it is pressed against there, this eliminates all of that vibration from as your car is moving. I don't know if any of you have had trouble with your mirrors in the past. Kind of they start doing this, especially like if you're freeway driving and you're kind of on uneven road, things like that. The shake used to absolutely drive me crazy because I would try to, you know, get a good look at baby, see what was going on with her in the back. And basically what I see is this. Plus the rattling sound just drove me crazy. So I love having this stabilizer on the back, which means that you are not going to get any vibration, any shake. It also means that once you have strapped this into place, and if this is nice and tight up against the seat headrest, it is not going anywhere. No kind of slip sliding and constantly having to be pulled up and readjusted. None of that. Once it is on, it is staying put. This also has a nice concave design. So what that actually means is what I can essentially see in my rear view mirror is an entire 360 of basically my back seat. So of course, you know, baby is good and visible, but literally I can see everything that is going on around her. So if I notice that, you know, she's kind of like looking off into the distance, I can actually look over and like see what she is looking at. And that just gives me, it's not necessarily necessary, but it again just gives me this really nice peace of mind that I just know everything that is going on, you know, back there where baby is without me. So really love that about it. And so I don't know if you can tell on screen, but this mirror is sized large. This is definitely larger than the mirror I was previously using before I got my hands on this one. So you are going to essentially see everything of baby from the very top of the head to if you have an infant, you're going to see a full body view. So even if you've got it in this direction and not this direction, which by the way, the pivot in the back allows you to change your view so that you can have it this way if you want more of like a full body from baby's head all the way down to their toes, or even this way. I can still see my daughter Sophia, who is 17 months old. I can still see her entire form from head to all the way down to about her knees. If she has her knees kind of pulled in, I can see all the way down to her shoes. So I love that about it. It means that, you know, you're also seeing kind of everything that is going on in the car seat. Now, for maybe a really small baby, that's not as necessary because you're probably keeping the car seat free of things, just similar to a sleeping space. But with my daughter being a toddler, if you guys are traveling with toddlers, she has to have, things in her hands. She wants things that she can chew on because she's teething. She wants things in her hands, little toys, little books, things like that that can keep her occupied. And just because of that, I like to be able to supervise how she's playing. Is she putting anything in her mouth? Of course, I would, never let her have a choking hazard. But again, it's just a peace of mind thing because my attention can't be 100% on her when it has to be on the road. So just having a way to keep a good eye on her safely is really, really important. This is super easy to install. Another thing that I love so much about this mirror as opposed to others that I've tried. First of all, it comes fully assembled, which is nice. I actually had one that came in pieces. It was kind of like the IKEA version of a baby car seat mirror that we had to actually put together. And it was confusing and it was time consuming. And then it didn't even end up really working that great for us. So that was frustrating. So this comes fully assembled. All you have to do is install it. And literally all you are going to do is you have two straps here. And there are two different ways to mount it. Of course, I don't have a car seat that I could show you on, but you are either going to do the T method so that the straps make a T over the back of the headrest, or you are going to use the X method, which would go kind of diagonally across so that it's going to make an X. And in case that sounds confusing to you, I promise you it is not, and Kia Babies has you covered because they include in your package detailed instructions with pictures. It's 2 clicks, gets it installed. So absolutely love that about it. And again, because it is size large and it's got that stabilizer and it's got that nice kind of pivoting ball mount to it, once you kind of set it up, sit in your driver's seat, figure out what view you like, you don't have to touch this thing again. Really, it's not going to require like constant readjustment or anything like that. So absolutely love, love, love that about it. And then another nice little touch that I thought I would include just because I unboxed this one for the first time tonight. It also comes with one of these really super cute Kia Babies themed kind of baby on board sticker. Please be careful, baby on board. So I just love that fun little piece of branding. It's like a surprise little gift for shopping with the brand. So definitely if you are planning on doing a long road trip with baby, this is definitely going to be an essential item. So if you have any questions about this, please drop them in the chat. And then we are going to move on to changing baby's diaper quickly and easily in the car. In fact, as long as you have 2 people in your car, one is driving, the other person can actually be responsible for diaper changes. And literally, of course, I would recommend that you pull over and stop for safety reasons to change the diaper. But literally, you're going to be back on the road in 2 seconds. Okay, so let's talk about our next product. That is the Easy Diaper Changing Mat. Okay, and it is so, so much more than a mat. I'm actually using as an example the one that I use in my everyday life that just stays constantly packed up with diaper changing essentials that I might need in the car. This doesn't ever leave my car unless I'm going on like some really short errand where I think that I might need access to a diaper, like grocery shopping or something. But seriously, cannot recommend enough. Again, even if you're not planning on traveling, but you're just someone that drives a car and drives your baby around in that car, this can be so, so useful. But let's talk about why I love using it for quick diaper changes while we're road tripping. So I will start with the gray. This is called Gray Mod. And I'll start with this one because it's the one that I already have packed up with supplies so that I can really show you how I use it. So when we are traveling, I love to hang this with this really versatile strap here. It's just a real simple little click and unclick. I actually keep this hooked around in the back seat, the seat opposite of where my daughter's car seat is. That pull kind of safety bar thing. I keep this clipped there at all times so that when she needs a quick diaper change, but we don't really have any other need to stop, like it's not time for lunch, we don't need to go to the bathroom, we don't need to fuel up, and we're trying to just keep gaining ground, but we want to get her out of her messy diaper. All you have to do is literally unhook, give it a little pull, and let this unfurl, and it is a one-stop shop for changing a diaper. So I will, again, this is still hanging up on my bar, right? I will pull this off using the Velcro tab. It is a very cushy, very comfortable changing pad for baby. It's got this really great winged design. So, this just means it's extra real estate for baby. I don't know of any baby that kind of goes through diaper changes perfectly still, perfectly straight, in that kind of, alignment. This lets their arms and elbows kind of have a place to rest. They can move around. They can kind of move side to side if they need to. But, whatever surface you're trying to keep clean is still covered. You've still got a diaper pad under their body, under their bum, and you're not really having to fight with them as much. So love that about it. It also has a built-in pillow for baby's head. And I have just found that the more comfortable you can make these, even if it's just your on-the-go changing pad, if you find a really nice, cushy, comfortable one, baby is going to be a lot more inclined to lay still on it and let you change their diaper. Again, my daughter doesn't really enjoy the car, and the other thing she doesn't enjoy is diaper changes. So this is just really a lifesaver for making, both of those things a lot easier on us. So what I would do is I would take this down. I would lay it in the seat next to me. I put her on it. Then while this is still hanging up next to me, it's literally got everything I need to just quickly change a diaper. And here in this mesh pocket, I've got 3 diapers currently, a full-size pack of wipes. In this pocket, I keep a diaper changing toy to keep Sophia's hands busy. That is a must. She's very exploratory with her hands, and it even fits an extra emergency outfit. So this is just a long sleeve onesie, so that if she really made a mess and I needed to just get her from point A to point B in some type of clothing because the outfit she was wearing has to come off, you're able to do that. This can actually fit in there just perfectly. So really love that. Obviously, there are endless possibilities for what you could use that pocket for, but those are my suggestions to just keep it quick, keep it simple. So there she is distracted. She's entertained. She has something in her hand. I know that I've got one extra outfit that is easily accessible. I don't have to go digging in our packed bag for an extra outfit if she were to completely soil an outfit. And then when I am done, you just give this a spot clean with a wipey. It's nice and water resistant, so nothing is going to soak in. It's not going to become yucky or stinky. So easy to clean. You just fold it back up. Everything is done with Velcro on here, so super quick and easy. You can do everything one-handed. You'll reattach your diaper pad. Just roll it back up. And it just stays there in place, right? It's just always hanging and ready to go. Now, if you wanted to even use this, so say that you are getting out at like a rest stop, you're stopping for lunch or something like that, and you want to use this as just your really quick diaper change diaper bag to throw on your shoulder. Again, you've got the strap, you can do that. And it has this kind of mom and dad pocket is what I call it in the front. When I am using this as my sole diaper bag, I will put my keys, my sunglasses, my wallet, and lip balm in here. So nice and spacious, plenty of room in there for that as well. The whole thing is water resistant, so you don't have to worry about anything getting yucked up that you put in here, any of your personal items. I cannot stress enough how amazing this is, especially for road trips. It is truly a road trip essential because, we just don't have the time especially if like our car is kind of packed to the brim with stuff that we need for ourselves as well, to take everything out of our daughter's diaper bag or to go into the, trunk of the car or anything like that, to kind of dig around for diapers and wipes and all of that. Something else that I use this for, even when we're not road tripping, is it's kind of my emergency diaper changing kit. That way I never have to worry about if I am in a hurry to get out of my house and my brain is kind of, skipping a few steps and I leave without our, big packed diaper bag. I at the very least know she's got a change of clothes and I have a way to change her diaper in my car at all times. So this just stays packed up whether we're traveling or not. And we actually just keep it pushed up under the passenger seat so that we can, reach it easily. So many uses for this. Definitely a car trip essential. So we've talked about how we're going to travel safely with baby with our mirror, how we're going to change baby's diaper on the go with the EZ. Again, this is the gray mod. And this one is black Geo. And I love the black. I just, I think the first one I received was the gray. They're both great. I love how nice and neutral they are. I love the Kia Babies logo patch there. I just think they're really nice and good looking. You can't go wrong with either one of these. Yeah, so that's the EZ. I know the last time we talked about these, a few of you actually had the EZ, and you guys were talking about like the different ways that you have used them, how they've been great for you in a pinch, and the things that you love about them. So if you have any questions about them, drop them in the chat, or if you have anything that you want to share with us about how you use or how much you enjoy using your EZ, if you have one, drop that in the chat as well. So yeah, I'm a big EZ enthusiast for sure. Okay, so now let's talk about, so what are some other things that baby is going to need to do? Baby is going to need to eat while we're on the road, right? Baby is going to need to probably get a nap, get some rest, get some sleep while we're on the road. And baby needs luggage. So the next item that we're going to talk about, which two of them have been hanging here the entire time, just because I feel like it's so noisy and distracting to wheel that thing in and out during the streams. The next thing kind of takes care of all of that. It is a big time favorite. It's a favorite of mine. I know it's a favorite of yours. Some of you, I think, have them and have talked about using yours in the past and how much you love it. It is the original diaper bag, the Kia Babies original diaper bag. I love using it as both an everyday, if I'm going to be out of the house, like say I'm going to go visit my parents. That's not a road trip. My parents are local, but I go for more than like 30 minutes, right? Or an hour, which is, going out to run an errand is something I would use the EZ for. The original diaper bag is kind of my everyday bag when I'm going to be gone for like a good chunk of the day. Or of course it makes an excellent travel bag, which is how we're going to talk about it tonight, right? So I have one packed up for you so you can just see an example of everything that can fit in one of these babies, but also a really kind of simple and streamlined way to just pack your basics for a road trip with baby. Again, kind of going back to that, we're not trying to add to the stress of travel, right? And things that we have to check off of our list to make sure that we have packed. We want to just focus on the essentials. We mostly want to focus on just getting from point A to point B. And we want to keep it, nice and simple. So that's the way I've kind of packed for this imaginary road trip. And I'm actually using the wine red bag, which we have for 10% off tonight, just because I don't use it very often, but I love it. I'm obsessed with the color. I just always kind of find myself reaching for the gray or the black, and those are kind of always packed up in our house. So that's just what I gravitate to when I need to get out the door. So I thought I would use this fun color for our example tonight. And then the other colors we have on discount for you are the Mystic Gray and the Navy Blue. And I will show those to you up close just as soon as we go through this. So let's actually unpack this baby and kind of talk about why it makes such a great travel bag. So first of all, we'll start with the outside of the bag. I'll actually start on the sides because the first thing I always make sure to pack, I love that it has these really sizable side pockets here, is I make sure to include my water bottle. And this is whether I'm just going out for the day or, traveling as well. It is just easy access to my water bottle is a good reminder that I need to stay hydrated. So I always pack my water bottle. And then on the other side, I pack my daughter Sophia's water bottle right here. Um, but I wanted to talk about another way that you could use this pocket, which is what we used to do when Sophia was a much smaller baby and she required much more frequent diaper changes. So this is actually called a tissue pocket, and I think it's so neat. You see it has that open little slit there. So what you can actually do is you can keep a pack of baby wipes in this pocket, and you can actually use the slit to open it up and pull out the wipes as you need them if you wanted to do really quick diaper changes without ever really having to even go inside your bag. So that, again, that was something that we used to do with my daughter. So on the other side over here, we would pack diapers for her instead of a water bottle. But now that she's a toddler, she can go much longer in between needing diaper changes. So I stick all that stuff in the inside of the bag, and I always make sure that we have water packed. So if we were traveling, because I have the EZ for a road trip, this is what I would include. I would pack water for both of us so that we stay hydrated. But I did love that little hack. It's also really great for like hand sanitizing wipes, boogie wipes, anything like that. Love a tissue pocket. So that's what I packed there. And baby is going to need to eat while we're on the road, right? So let me just show you this really fantastic bottle compartment. And I'll show you why I think it's really fantastic. First of all, I love that it has multiple insulated pockets for your bottles. Of course, if you have a baby that is still taking a bottle. My daughter is now weaning from the bottle, so luckily the days of having to pack these is soon going to be behind us. But for the rest of you, previously I was using a diaper bag that for whatever reason only had one little insulated spot for a bottle. And that's fine, I guess, if you were going to just run a quick errand. But if you need to be gone for like a day, or if you wanted to use this as a travel bag, right, to like take a road trip with baby, you're going to want to pack multiple bottles. First of all, depending on how long your drive is, baby may need multiple feeds, and you don't want to have to deal with figuring out how to wash out just the single bottle, right? You want to be able to just go and grab the next one whenever baby needs it. But also when you get to your destination, you kind of want a little stockpile, right? You want more than one bottle to kind of be on rotation wherever you're going. So love that there are multiple insulated pockets. So you have 3 here. And you can see I chose the kind of tallest, bulkiest bottle that we still have in our possession, and it is definitely this Dr. Brown's one. You can just see how tall that is, and the reason I did that is because something else that I used to struggle with other diaper bags is that my bottles simply wouldn't fit. I couldn't get the lid to close over them, and then I couldn't get it zipped up. As you can see, had no trouble fitting this super tall bottle in there. So really love that. This is so spacious. There is plenty of room. And again, these are insulated, so they're going to keep your bottles warm if you put them in warm. They're going to keep them cold if you put them in cold. In this little mesh pocket here, something that I always include is a Kia Baby silicone bib, just because it's my favorite bib, especially for car trips and on the go. It just catches everything with this nice food catching pocket. It's easy to clean, which means it's going to keep her outfit and her car seat nice and clean. So this is one of those things that I am talking about it and absolutely would love for you to shop the silicone bib, but it is not going to be included in the 10% off tonight. So any bib that you choose to use is going to work. Just always, if you're going to be feeding baby on the go, make sure you have something like that or a burp cloth to kind of contain those messes as much as possible. This pocket, you can see, still has plenty of room. I didn't have any excess snacks on hand tonight. We are due for a trip to the grocery store. We didn't go over the weekend just because the weather was bad here. But I will also usually pack something like teether biscuits, an applesauce pouch of yogurt. So there's actually plenty of room for snacks if you have a baby that is on solids or you have a toddler. So just this whole feeding compartment is really convenient, really nice and spacious, and I love it. So wanted to show that to you, of course. This pocket here up front, for a road trip, I wouldn't necessarily pack anything in here because I've got my own luggage, but for a single day out, I love using this as a quick and easy mom pocket is what I call it. So in this case, this is where something like my lip balm, my phone, my sunglasses would go. Nice and secure zipper here, and just gives you kind of extra little organization to any of the kind of like smaller little knickknacks that you need to bring. Sometimes I will pack like a sun hat or sunscreen for Sophia if we're going to be out at the park or something like that. That's what I love using that pocket for. So let's move on to the inside. Well, actually, I'm going to talk about the top of this bag. So another reason that I love this bag for travel is, so let's say if you are traveling with a suitcase, one of those that you kind of roll and it has like the pop-up top or whatever, this little clip at the top, you see how that kind of held the straps together? This makes it a great travel bag for attaching to another suitcase. And this could actually just like ride along right on the top. If I'm not traveling, the other thing I will use this for is to hang this from my stroller bar. So even if you don't have one of those fancy kind of like the special clips with the things that you can pull out and hang a purse and all of that, you just have a very simple stroller. You can still carry this. You don't have to keep it on your back and shoulders. You can just clip it around the actual bar that you push of your stroller with that clip. I just think that's super convenient and a really nice touch. So I love that about it. And now we will open this baby up. So my husband actually calls this my Mary Poppins bag. And the reason for that is this really nifty design. This has a structured frame to it. So think of it like if you have a hiking bag or a hiking backpack or anything like that, you know how they have sort of like the metal frame to them and you can kind of just pop them open, you can set them down and they stay open until you close them, so that everything is like easily accessible. They've got a nice structure to them. That's what this diaper bag is like. This actually reminds me a lot of a hiking kind of backpack. And I love that about it because how annoying is it when you need to get to something relatively quickly in baby's diaper bag and you're kind of having to like forage around for it and you're having to hold the bag open or hold it up in your arms and it's closing in on you. That is not going to happen with this. So as you can see how nice and wide that opened in this kind of rectangle shape. Again, that is because it has that nice frame inside of it. So I can just sit this down. It sits nice and flat. It sits up and it stays open until I actually close it back. So again, the things I'm going to keep on the top are really focused on our car trip, just getting us from point A to point B. Things that she might need: a light blanket. You can see this is it's lightweight, but it's fairly sizable, right? And this fits in there, no problem. Give you the side view so that you can see kind of what I have going on. And then I'm going to pull these things out and you're going to be like, oh, I get it. Like the Mary Poppins bag, because it's just like, she opens it up and it's just endless, you know, pulling things out of it. It's like the bottomless pit bag. It really is. So you'll see how much stuff I've actually packed in here and the fact that I still haven't even filled it to the top, right? Like I could continue packing, but I'm trying to keep it nice and light and easy. Okay, so a light blanket is going to be really important. This is the Kia Babies multi-use cover. I always travel with one. Actually, I always travel with two because I use one as a car seat cover, which I'm going to show you when we talk about this in depth as our next product. But I also keep one around for when we are traveling and we are out and about somewhere. I always keep one on us so that if she needs to, she's not nursing anymore, but of course, that would be a great use for it if you just need a little privacy while you're out and about to nurse baby. But Sophia does sometimes contact nap when we are on the go and she's away from home and away from things that are familiar to her. So this is, just really great to have on hand for that. Okay, so I always include a multi-use cover. So again, for you, this would be something like a nursing cover if you guys are going to stop for lunch, if you're going to stop at a rest stop or something like that and give baby their lunch. If baby is still on the breast, definitely want to have your supplies that you need like that. So that's what I'm going to keep on the top. For diaper changes, when we get to where we're going, all of these original diaper bags come with the matching diaper changing pad included. And I'll show you what this one looks like. So see how it matches the bag. I love that about it. So this is a total freebie that you get when you order this bag. It comes with your kind of on the go diaper changing pad. So I don't have to worry if, wherever I'm getting to doesn't have a changing table or anything fancy like that. My diaper bag has included everything I need for that. So this is what we'll be changing her diaper on when we get to where we're going. I like to keep that just to kind of keep it out of the way in this nice, make sure you can see it. See that expandable pocket inside? Just so it's kind of separate from everything else. I always know just where to reach in and grab it, and so that the bulk of space inside my bag is kept free. The other thing I am traveling with, just to keep things nice and light for bath time, this is a little toiletries kit. I think I actually got this on Amazon. So it is not a Kia Babies product, but these are to die for. Basically, they come included with little sample sizes of, you can probably find it for multiple brands, of baby shampoo, baby soap, baby lotion, a little travel toothbrush, things like that. We'll also keep some baby Tylenol in there so that I don't have to pack a lot of bath time stuff, right? So I love traveling with one of those. And I also keep that in that nice mess side pocket there. Then on the two sides here, you've got diapers, wipes, and diaper cream. So what I've got is about a handful of diapers here. I think I've got 5 diapers. Again, just focusing on what is going to get us from point A to point B, what will get us settled in to wherever we're staying. And then when she needs more diapers, I can go out and get some. So that's the way I like to pack. You can see how nice and spacious that is though. So, I mean, you could pack a ton of diapers in there. And then you have the identical pocket right across from it. And that's where I keep wipes and diaper cream. A full bag, full-size wipes and diaper cream. So that's how I like to pack that. And then in here we've got the bedtime book that Sophia absolutely has to have before going night-night. So again, there's plenty of room in this bag for your baby's creature comforts, those kind of comforts of home, ways to kind of keep them on their familiar nighttime routine. Something else I would pack in here that there's obviously ample room for is her white noise machine. But because it's nighttime and she's sleeping here in the house, she is using it. So I didn't pack it for you tonight. But I've got a pair of pajamas for her. This is where the Mary Poppins-ness comes in, right? I've got 1 pair of pants, 2 pairs of pants, 3 pairs of pants, and I'll give you the side view again as soon as I've got this empty so you can see just how expansive this is. I've got shirt 1, shirt 2, shirt 3. So she's got, 4 days worth of clothes because she's got the clothes on her body. And then I packed 3 outfits. And again, you saw how much room was still left in my bag. She's got her pajamas. I brought 2 pairs of tennis shoes for her. You see how far my arm could get down in there? Look at that. It's the Mary Poppins bag, right? It looks like a special effect. So 2 pairs of shoes. Look at that. Look how ginormous that is. But yet it's still just a very manageable, nice, sleek sized bag, right? To carry around. I love it. It's just endless storage possibilities. This is why I love it as a travel bag. So honestly, guys, that is what I would include for like a quick, let's say you're doing a long weekend road trip as far as packing for baby. Let's keep it nice and light. Let's keep it simple. Let's not add too much stuff to our checklist because it just ensures that you're going to forget something. And then once you realize you've forgotten it, it's just going to completely send you. So let's keep it nice and light and let's not stress. All right, so love the hardware on these. Just runs like butter. So just high quality. The straps are really low profile, but they're nice and cushy and padded. So they are going to feel great on your shoulders. This bag honestly never gets uncomfortable. The weight is nice and evenly distributed. Everything about it just feels so high quality. It's water resistant. It is scratch proof. So it's just a really nice durable bag. Again, so much about it reminds me of a hiking backpack. Which I love because diaper bags, surprisingly, they take a lot of beating. And obviously it's something that you want to get a lot of use out of. My daughter is over a year old and she's still using one, right? So you want it to last a long time. Another cool little compartment that this bag has, which is another reason I love using it as my everyday bag, is from the back, it has inside access. So if you want to get to the main compartment of your bag from the outside, and your bag is turned around backwards, or you're like me, you're someone that gets in the car and you kind of have this on your shoulder and you kind of toss it into your passenger seat like this. If I need to reach in here for anything, while I'm driving, or if I am stopped at a drive-through or the bank and I need to get my wallet out or something like that, I love that it has this really convenient back access. So you have access to the front of to the interior of your bag from the top and from the back. It's just like a little secret that this bag keeps, right? So again, this is probably by far my favorite travel bag. I also love the sleek diaper bag by Kia Babies as well, but you really just can't go wrong with the original 2.0. I mean, it is the OG, and it is still, I'm pretty sure, like their best-selling bag for a reason. So let me show you the other colors that we have on discount for you tonight. So that was the wine red. And then we've got this really pretty Mystic Gray, which is kind of a charcoaly gray. Very sleek, very good looking, not going to clash with any outfit. And then we've got the navy blue. And I'll show you that up close. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bag. Functional, spacious. I could go on and on. So I'm going to clear off my table. We're going to talk about our next road trip must-have. And this is really, for my daughter, this is a must-have for her getting sleep in the car. When we happen to be traveling either overnight or especially during the day, like during nap time, this is a must-have. So let me just clear some space. If you have any questions whatsoever about any of the items that we've talked about, but specifically the original diaper bag, drop those in the chat. If you have one and you love it, tell us about it because I love mine. And next we are going to talk about the multi-use cover. And I'm actually going to show you how I use it on my daughter's car seat so that she can get some rest while we are traveling in the car. So let me get my other colors and patterns and grab her car seat. Give me 1 second. That one. And then I'll talk about that one. Okay, so here's my daughter Sophia's car seat. It's your standard car seat, right? Probably looks familiar to a lot of you. Now, my daughter Sophia is a kid who she needs like all the stops pulled out for her naps. Night sleep is actually not so bad, but naps during the day when that kind of natural sleep pressure and sleep drive is just not super high because it's daytime, she really struggles. So she needs the dark, she needs no stimulation, she needs the white noise. She is not that kid that you can kind of take out and walk around in the stroller or drive around in the car and have her get a good nap and really good rest. But, we do our best. And the one thing that has helped tremendously with getting her to nap in the car, so it is an absolute must have on road trips, is the multi use cover. And I'll tell you why. So I realize I just totally covered these up so that you can't see them. So most of you are probably familiar with the multi-use cover as a nursing cover, right? And it is fantastic for that. It provides full coverage, lots of privacy. It's nice and comfy. I absolutely love this as a nursing cover. But I use it as a car seat cover primarily because my daughter Sophia is no longer breastfeeding. So when we go on these long road trips, and it is time for her nap, and I just want to kind of provide her a nice shaded, non-stimulating environment to kind of distract her from the fact that she is in the car, block out some of that light, but not block out the air and make it super, stuffy and hot and scary in her car seat. I will use the multi-use cover. I just take the hole that your head would go through if you were using it as a nursing cover, put that over the handle there. I stretch this down over her feet and the end of the seat, and then stretch the other end around the back, and voila. She's got just a little bit of privacy, a little bit of just kind of her little own world that she can chill in there. It really helps with that circadian rhythm because you guys know, like if you have babies that struggle with naps, that's so totally normal. And there's really only so much you can do about it because it's almost completely biological, right? It's not, bad sleep habits, bad sleep practices, anything like that. Simply the fact that the sun is out and so, light is coming in, baby has just had their overnight sleep. It's their natural drive to sleep at night and to be awake during the day. But as we know, they are not capable of making it an entire day without resting those little brains. So naps are really important. So if you are traveling during nap time, I highly, highly suggest using the multi-use cover as a car seat cover to just give them a little bit of darkness, a little bit of anti-stimulation to help them fall asleep, and make sure that you stay on your nap and sleep schedule. Because being away from home is already going to kind of throw a wrench into things, and you just want to keep that on track as much as you possibly can. So that's a really great use for this. Also, I just find like if we are going to stop somewhere for like lunch, or we stop at a rest stop to go to the bathroom or something like that, babies attract a lot of attention. And while, ordinarily I'm really happy to share her with the world, we are in pandemic times right now. It's also cold and flu season. So if you feel like baby just needs a little bit of privacy and a little bit of a buffer, between them and kind of, strangers who might try to get too close to them or get in their face, this is also a really great use for that as well. So really, really love using this as a car seat cover. Of course, it can also be used as a nursing cover. It can also be used as a shopping cart cover. So again, kind of serving almost the same sort of sanitary purposes. If you're out shopping and you don't want, baby's skin to be touching just the shopping cart, that's a great use for that. If you're eating out at restaurants and you are borrowing a high chair from the restaurant, it's a really nice, comfy, and clean kind of surface to provide, using it as a high chair cover. So truly, it really is multi-use, and it's why I think it should definitely be packed in your bag if you are planning a road trip. Some things I love about it: it's 100% cotton. So it is so soft. It is buttery soft. So if you're wearing it as a nursing cover, it is going to be the most comfortable thing. It is not going to, become irritating. It's not going to rub on your skin or baby skin and make it irritated. It's not going to get super hot and sweaty and gross. It breathes really beautifully. It simultaneously offers totally full coverage. It's really nice and light blocking, but at the same time, if you do the breath test, which is something, it looks a little silly, but I always do it with anything that is going to be on or near baby's face. I just make sure I can get a good breath through it. And that when I blow my breath out, I can feel it on the other side. This passes with flying colors. So I just love everything about this. It's super easy to clean. You can just machine wash this on cold, tumble it dry on low. It doesn't need fabric softener, and it's going to hold up to a ton of washes. So the colors and patterns that we have 10% off tonight are the Dainty Bloom, which you see right here, which is my favorite just because I'm a girl mom. My daughter Sophia really likes this one. It's the pretty little flowers and blooms and things. We've got this one, which is Gingham, which is nice and neutral and unisex. This black and white checked pattern. And then one of my favorites, this Starry Charms, because I love this beautiful gray. It's kind of a silvery blue gray, again, nice and gender neutral. And it's got the cute little stars on it. So if you are going to be traveling in the car and you need baby to take their naps, definitely want to invest in a multi-use cover. Of course, if you're nursing and you're going to be nursing on the go, if you're going to visit family and you don't know that you're always going to have a nice private room that you can slip away to, definitely want to invest in the multi-use cover. All right, so let me just put this to the side. And finally, we are going to be talking about keeping baby entertained on our road trip, right? So that's super important. I feel like, especially if you have a toddler like I do, my daughter is 17 months old. That little brain is just firing all the time. It's always wanting to take in information, always wanting to have stimulation. She's learning so much new stuff. She doesn't like to sit still, so her car seat is a bit of a challenge for her. Long car trips are a bit of a challenge for her. One thing that I have come up with, and the Kia Babies Diaper Caddy is actually like the perfect vessel for this, is the Road Trip Survival Kit. So we do have family, both my husband and I, that live in different parts of the United States, but they're within driving distance. So we have taken quite a few road trips with her, and these are just the things that we have found work really well for keeping her occupied. Okay, so the caddy. Cannot stress enough how convenient these caddies are. I have a ton of them around my house, but also for travel. So I will talk about using it to fill it with your kind of road trip survival essentials for entertaining baby. And then I'll also show you how you can actually use it as like a complimentary piece of luggage. If you just need like some extra storage space and a way to carry extra things that didn't fit in a bag with you on your road trip. Okay, so let's start with our road trip survival kit. So first and foremost, I always include a water cup or bottle for my daughter Sophia, snacks that she likes. Since she is a toddler, she is, obviously on solids and finger foods. Now these we would only give to her if one of us is sitting in the back with her, of course, which is typically how we travel since she kind of needs a lot of entertainment and stimulation. One of us will drive and one of us will sit in the back with her. So we make sure we are monitoring the snacks, but definitely want to include snacks. So that's the first thing. And then we include board books. She is absolutely obsessed with books. They need to be, small enough that she can just hold them in her hands in her car seat. The pages need to be easy to turn. They need to have just really just pictures, just a few words. Obviously she's not reading, but also as she is, in the car and trying to focus her little eyes on these, you don't want anything that's too overwhelming or overstimulating, just something really simple to keep their attention on. So these are some of her favorite board books. So those stay in the caddy at all times. We keep nice, quiet, soft, plushy things that she can. This is also sort of a book, but at the same time, it's an interactive toy. But again, it's something that can travel really easily in her car seat. It doesn't make a bunch of noise, so it's not driving us absolutely bananas. And this will actually keep her occupied for a long time. And then this is something that would be perfectly safe if one of us were not able to be in the back seat with her. Like say we're both in the front of the car, or just one of us is, making a road trip, and baby is back there by themselves. This is something that's like nice and safe for them. They're not going to like put an eye out or bump themselves in the head or choke on it or anything like that. So always include just some fun, quiet, soft, travel sized plushes and toys that will keep their attention. So she always has to have a lovey with her, just to kind of calm her anxiety about the car. And then I include some noisemakers. So the reason for that is sometimes this stuff just isn't cutting it. And so if I feel like what is going on with Sophia is not that she is overstimulated by the car, but that she's understimulated because she's just looking at the same view, in her car seat all the time. It's not super easy for her to look out the window and see the scenery going by. She's got wiggles, but yet she can't get out of her car seat. She can't move around. If I feel like she is understimulated, then we will pull out the big guns and I will just do my kind of inner meditations and deal with the noise. But we include some really bright, colorful, fun noise making toys. Toys that light up. This is a little pretend cell phone that actually has little people that pop up and have like pretend conversations with you. It plays songs, it flashes lights. We include something like a tambourine. She loves making noise. She loves making music. That's just something she's really into right now. So, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. So really, really simple. I just use 3 compartments here of the diaper caddy. And those are the things I include. And I'm telling you, this will get you like hours. If you rotate the things correctly, seriously, this will get you hours of kind of just nice, pleasant driving time, where, baby is not, kind of flipping out and getting irritable and wanting to just constantly get out of the car. It will keep their attention nice and focused and keep them in a good mood. So that's why I call it my car trip survival kit. And then another great way to use the caddy, and it is a way that we use it as well. So if we say don't have room in any of our bags to pack like bath things. So if we're going on just a short little trip, I'll use the little toiletries bag that I had in the big diaper bag that kind of comes with the sample sizes of things. But sometimes, you're going on a longer trip, and you want baby to have sort of the kind of comforts of home that they're used to keep them on their routine. And bath time is like one of those times that can be a really like comforting part of the routine that you want to keep the same. So actually using this as part of your luggage, pack it up with, it could be diaper changing things. It could be feeding things. If you find that, the compartments in your diaper bag just don't provide enough space for the things that you need to bring with you to be able to feed baby, bottles, formulas, a breast pump, things like that. The caddy is a really, really excellent way to pack that stuff up, and then just use the handles to just plop this right down in the back seat of the car or in the trunk. And you can carry those things and they're all going to be contained. So we will sometimes use it for packing bath time supplies. So what I have packed in here using all 4 compartments of the caddy, I've got our favorite washcloths. So this is assuming we're going to be like on a week-long trip or so. Her favorite Kia Babies towel. You can see how perfectly well that fits in there. Her baby soap and shampoo and hairbrush set. And then her favorite bath toy. So her little color change book and her stacking cups that she can pour water in, and all of that. And there you go. That is your entire bath time routine. So as long as wherever you are going has a bathtub, you are good to go. And you didn't have to pack all of this in a bag, but yet it was still like super easy to carry. These are just really, really convenient for things like that. Again, when we were starting my daughter on solids and I was just really particular about like the foods that she could eat, we actually packed one of these up with like a bunch of kind of the little snacky foods that she was eating at the time, the little finger foods. And then we actually packed like our veggie steamer so that I could make her purees while we were, vacationing in our Airbnb. So we just used one of these as fully a way to carry all of the feeding things that we needed. So I definitely think that the diaper caddy is also a must have on a road trip. If you don't have the EZ, or that's just not something you think that you will get a lot of use out of, but you want a quick, easy, and convenient way to change baby's diaper in the car on the go, use it for its intended purpose. It is, ultimately a diaper caddy. Fill it up with diapers, wipes, your diaper cream, a diaper changing toy. There's plenty of storage in here. Keep this in the back seat with you or in the trunk where you can just kind of reach over the back of the seat and get to it easily for quick diaper changes. I think that's a great use for it. And so the two colors that we have for 10% off tonight are the classic gray and the mystic gray. So you've got this nice charcoal here and then this nice lighter gray. If you guys have any questions about the caddy, go ahead and drop those in the chat. And I think that since we have made our way through all of the products we were going to talk about, we should go ahead and announce our giveaway winner. So Kia Babies team, if you would start doing your magic on the chat log, and let's give away one of our car mirrors. And I'll pull that back out for you so you can see what it looks like, so that you can get excited about what you're getting. Voila! You're going to get the matte black. Can't go wrong with the matte black. It's beautiful. It's going to work on any car interior. And I'm really excited to give it to one of you guys for free. All right. Evelyn, 85. Congratulations. You will be going home or receiving in the mail our matte black baby car seat mirror. So thank you so much for hanging out, for sticking around. If you are still on the chat, just let us know that you are still here. And I'm going to, perfect. Hello, Evelyn. I will go ahead and give you the email address. You will just send an email to ask@kiababies.com. So that's ask@kiababies.com. Let us know that you were the giveaway winner for the car mirror, and let us know your Amazon username. So Evelyn85, and we will get that sent out to you as soon as possible. If you need me to repeat that, please let me know. I've tried typing the email address into the chat log before, and it says that I'm not allowed to send sensitive information. So I cannot type out that email address for you. So again, it's ask@kiababies.com. And just let me know if you need me to repeat it. Otherwise, you are good to go. Perfect. Congratulations. I'm really excited for you because this is so, so useful and convenient. And it's nice looking. It's easy to use. It's just a really great product. So thank you guys so, so much, all of you, for being with us. Hopefully you guys found some things that look like they would be of use to you if you plan on road tripping with baby anytime soon. Hopefully you took away a few tips or tricks to just make it a little less stressful. Sorry, I'm just looking at my phone to catch up with the chat because I always like to see what you guys were talking about. Again, don't forget that we are going to be doing this live stream next week, Monday at 11 Eastern time. So it'll be pretty early in the morning if you are Pacific time. But yeah, we just kind of want to spread the love around and reach that audience as well. So hopefully if you are able to make it at that time, we will see some of you there as well. Yes. I agree, Evelyn. I think these are so fun. I'm glad you enjoy them too. Thank you, Kia Babies team, for everything that you guys do to make these happen. Of course, everyone out there, thank you for hanging out. I can't wait to see you again next week. If you did not already give us a follow, go ahead so that you will be notified every time we have one of these live streams because, of course, we love hanging out with you. So don't forget, you have 1 hour to go ahead and cart out if you have added things to your shopping cart, and you will get everything in your cart for 10% off, which is really amazing. And if there's nothing else, I will wish you all a wonderful week and say good night. Bye bye, friends.